Hi everyone, it's Sabrina. How about something new? So, what's not necessarily new is that this is a pick a card reading and that you have 4 piles that you can choose from, which also have 4 crystals, which will probably also have 4 different time stamps. So, what's most important is for you to choose accordingly to the way that you're comfortable in choosing your pick a card messages. But what's new with this one is you now have the option to choose the tarot deck that you wish to retrieve messages from. And I'm going to name the tarot decks below next to the timestamps. And also the piles that you choose, whatever messages come through, are the messages that are coming through. But I also want you to know, for my own purposes, I'm also setting an intention for each of the piles. So pile 1 is the perspective and messages about love. Pile 2, the messages will be about your health and well-being. The messages from pile number 3 are including the angels, numbers, and perhaps spiritual messages, spiritual growth. The 4th pile is going to be the astrology pile. So in essence, starting from pile 1, these are simple messages. And the higher the pile you choose, the more complexity of the messages and the details that I will bring through for you, which will make it more fun to choose multiple piles as well, if you feel like you need to choose multiple piles. So I will put the different topics next to the numbers and the timestamps below as well to help you to choose. But I'm hoping that you will just choose randomly and freely and choose whatever piles and retrieve whatever messages that are most meant for you to hear right now. Pile 1. Hello to all who chose group number 1. This is the Gilded Tarot Deluxe. This is the purple Flourite crystal. These are messages, what you need to hear about love. And this is all different qualities of love. So the best way to get started is to just get started. So let's get started with the tarot cards. What does group 1 need to know the most right now about love in general? I keep hearing self. Spirit is saying self. Spirit wants you to love yourself. Focus on the self, they said. So there we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Empress. Ooh, oh. It's like, okay. Oh, the reason why Spirit wants you to focus on self-love is because the more you love and respect yourself, the more likely you are to attract love that matches what you're already expecting. But if you have a bad experience based on love in your life and you hold on to that, you will also just continue to attract love that is the kind of love that you don't necessarily want to experience. So very important. I think I want to put this over here. It has better light over there. Okay. And pile 1 is also the more simpler message in today's pick a card reading. But there's definitely love approaching you. And maybe this is the love that you've been waiting for or wishing for, the love that you know that you are deserving of and worthy of. However, I also want to point out there are different elements here which also describe a different kind of love. So for some of you, love is money and living a divine life. For some of you, love is the earth and the planet and giving birth to creativity or children. Then there's fire, the wands. Love can be exciting, sexy, spontaneous. And then there's the love that can only be felt on a deeper level. This is deep emotional healing, equality. I'm noticing the seahorses here. This is that all loving, accepting, embracing, unconditional love. So, which tarot card do you resonate with the most right now, group 1? Because this is likely that type of love that you are attracting. So again, financial, creative, abundant, wishful thinking, exciting, spontaneous, or deep, unconditional, unwavering love and support. So I want to pull an oracle card next to get a little more descriptive, what you need to know about this kind of love. So even in your pile number 1, you have 4 options to choose from, and what you're focusing on the most is what you're going to be attracting more of into your life. Oops, get it out of the light here. Belonging. Okay, find belonging in love and depending on each other. I love, look at this cute little pink house and the tree, which is decorated, and the stars in the sky. It looks like a really quaint cottage. Belonging. So on a deeper level, most of you are really searching for something or someone that you feel like you belong to, or you belong together, you belong with. You want to feel like you belong, that you're necessary, that there's a purpose for this. Let's go to the fortune tarot. Sorry, the fortune teller. It's not tarot, it's oracle. Sorry, fortune teller, oracle. Group number 1. What else does group 1 need to know about love? Your intuition is your greatest strength. Trust it. And let's go to the Quantum Consciousness deck, which is my favorite deck for relationship readings. In fact, many of you have recently requested some readings around, let me fix the light really quick, readings about love. And I always go to this one to determine if it's a reason, if it's a lesson, if it's a test, if it's a challenge. You know, if they really love you, or do you really love you? I'm going to pull 4 cards. Right. Spirit says it's time for you to take the next step. Love yourself. Believe yourself. Believe that you are worthy of whatever kind of love, quality of love that you deserve, that you're wanting. But try not to settle for anything less than that. So this love that's coming into your life, I did notice that. Let me just fix the light again. There we go. Okay. All right, pardon me. I said okay because I realized I needed to pause the video and make room for all of these cards. So group 1, know that you're worthy of love on all levels. But there is something that's changing in your immediate future. This could be your path, or maybe it's you choosing to change your intentions. You know, what kind of love do you wish to experience? It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be a lesson. What's more important is, depending on what you choose, what do you wish to experience next? This is how you can best work the law of attraction to attract more love into your life. So what do you wish to experience more of? What kind of love? Because this new love that's coming into your life, that's approaching soon, it will have the potential to completely transform you. But again, it's your choice. Do you want a person or an opportunity? And also, it's important to not hold on to negative experiences from the past, even if it's subliminal or shadow or regret. You're blocking your potential to attract the kind of love that you really want to experience. So remember at the beginning of the pile, Spirit was saying self-love, choose self-love. And so there are all these choices, right? What you wish to love or what you want to experience that will absolutely make you fall in love with life. So whatever you are focusing on the most is that next love that is going to show up to offer you an opportunity. And then it's going to be up to you to choose, which is why it's important to follow your intuition and to trust what feels like the best option. So how about another oracle for group number 1? Wow, that one just leapt out of the pile, didn't it? Okay, interwoven. So this is like a weave. You're weaving this web like tree rings. Each year deepens your bond, marking a shared time and depth in the experience. So this shift, this change, this transformation is part of your numerology cycles. And I don't know your birthday, so I'm hoping that you already know what your numerology year is for you. Maybe it's the year that you fall in love with life or something else. But in the least, this oracle message is saying you're ready for more. You're ready to experience a new kind of life. So for the sake of this simple love reading, let's pull one more tarot card for you. Okay, 10 of Swords. This is representing the end of a huge cycle or phase, meaning you should no longer be attracting that same old love into your new life. So when you let go of those thoughts or those memories from the past, you're definitely attracting something better, something that you're worthy of, something more worthwhile, deeper. And well, who knows, maybe this is the love that's everything that you've been wishing for. So group 1, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed these. Let me know what you think about this type of pick a card reading. This was the simple reading for today. So if you would like to get more information, choose another pile or another deck or another time step, and let's go a little bit deeper into the messages that you need to hear for today. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the Angel Aura Quartz, this is the Good Fortune Tarot, and I already set in intention to discover more messages about your health and well-being. Now, this could be emotional, mental, spiritual, or physical health as well. So let's just find out what your messages are, whatever comes through for you. So I'm going to put your Angel Aura Quartz down here. And I want to just begin with 4 cards from the tarot deck, group number 2. In fact, for some reason, okay, let's just do this. I'm intrigued by this pile as well. I'm not usually intrigued, or I don't usually get pulled into pile number 2s or the number 2. I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's because my birthday number is a 1. Right? So just thinking out loud. Okay, so you've got 10 of Swords. Interesting. 10 of Swords also showed up in pile number 1. There's 4 of Wands, Judgment. Ooh, and the 2 of Cups. Let me go like this. Make sure to make room. I learned from pile number 1 how many cards I can fit on the screen. Okay. So group number 2, what do you need to know about your health? So your mind really needs to take a break. Your ego has been working overtime and it's really just complicating your life. So the ego mind always wants to have something to do. It wants something to fix, to resolve, something to think about. And that can actually deplete your physical, vital life force energy. And so Spirit wants you to take time to take a break, to relax and free yourself, to stop thinking. Instead, tune into your body and how you feel. Notice here the owl is dropping a crown, and you have an angel here flying down to, well, they're tooting their horn. You've probably got the raven of truth here as well. Okay. There's something that you're thinking, but Spirit says it is absolutely untrue. It is not true what you're thinking. Who you think you are, that's not true. What you think you deserve, that's not true either. So the owl brings wisdom. Yeah, free your mind and your thoughts and just tune into nature, tune into your physical body, focus on your chakras, do energy healing, because this is what your body needs the most, physically, emotionally, and of course your internal organs and all of those other glands and stuff that make your body stay healthy. Laughter is also very beneficial for you right now. The angelics are saying we're always nearby, so whenever you need your spirits to be lifted, all you need is just call upon us, ask us to send you healing energy or unconditional love, and we will come to you. In fact, we're not very far away. Wow, okay, hold on, I'm yawning. Usually when I yawn, it's a confirmation from my own spirit guides, angels. They're saying, yeah. Like, yeah, Sabrina, yeah. So one more. Just group 2 need to know about their health and their well-being. Okay. I love the fact, look, you've got an owl here as well. Oh my gosh, so you have an owl, you have a raven, an owl, an owl. I know that not everyone lives near the forest or the mountains, but you don't have to be in those heavily wooded areas to witness an owl, but your spirit guides are saying that soon you're going to see an owl, whether it's a picture or it's an actual owl. This is a message or a reminder from one of your ancestors. Okay, so what else do we need to know? I was already tap into your emotion or tap into your body and what you're feeling. Let's just go to this. Take a reality check. Of course. And the owl is wisdom. The owl is something deep. So, there's something deeper that's waiting for you to connect with it. Your inner self, your inner child. Or it could be the angels. Oh, and you know what? So it's your intuition too. It's your natural gift, your intuition, your intuitive gifts, because the mind is the first thing that will block you from connecting with your spirit guides. So many of you have been asking to connect with your ancestors or spirit guides or angels or something like that, and your mind and thinking, your thoughts are standing in the way. That's the most important message for you right now. Look at this ancient memory. Rosemary. If you have a poor memory, you might start using rosemary. You can also purchase rosemary essential oil as an aromatic, or you can bathe in it, but there's something that you have forgotten that your ancestors and your spirit guides are trying to help you to remember. But it's important to take a reality check, meaning get out of your mind, take time to just create a space where you're sitting, you're observing, you're reflecting, you're feeling, you're tuning in without thinking. And this is when you're going to experience that connection and start having conversations with your intuition, your higher self, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Right? Everything happens once you turn off the brain. Okay, retreat. So spirit guides are asking you to take some time aside every day to retreat, to relax, to get out of your head. And you know what I'm thinking now? I just saw the vision of those, the salt pods. Is that what they are? The salt, they use sea salt. There are pods. I know they don't have them in all of the states, but when you step inside of the pod and you're floating in the salt, you kind of lose your connection with your body because you float, and it causes a shift in your consciousness, in what you're perceiving, in your reality. And so I feel like anything that you can use to quiet your mind and to tune into your body, you're going to remember your spiritual gifts, your clairvoyancies, your intuition. There's obviously something more that you're wanting to know about, which is why you go to pick a card readings. You're hoping it will confirm something for you. And I'm hoping that each pick a card reading that you choose to listen to are telling you the same thing, because in order to become intuitive, you have to get out of your head, because the head, the brain, the ego wants to control and manage everything. But intuition is that natural essence of your energy and emotion, which is a completely different aspect of your personality than your mind and who you think that you are. My goodness. Okay, so pile number 2. I want to pull another oracle deck, but not from... Here, let me try and move these things out of the way. I want this oracle. I think something is trying to free you. Like, oh, okay, so there's also a message here about your roots. Maybe you're deeply embedded with your thoughts and what you think, but if you become more like a tree and you branch out and you expand your mind, expand your consciousness, you'll also be able to merge with other parts of your intuition, to say the least. Okay, I just need one, and here we go. Belonging. Isn't that interesting? So there was a message about belonging in a different deck that showed up in pile number 1. Seriously? I love the fact, the pieces of the puzzle, because I love pieces. I don't necessarily like puzzles, but I like retrieving the pieces of knowledge and wisdom that help me to remember. And so I bet that resonates with you too. When you find true peace, you will feel loved and accepted for exactly who you are. So your spirit guides and your team are really encouraging you to take more time out for peace, nature walks, get away from the public, get away from the city, get away from the noise. Even if you have to put yourself in your own bathtub, in the bathroom, soaking in hot water, in the quietude, this is going to help you to connect with your spirit team. Okay, so there's a reality check. So this pile number 2, your message today is what do I want to call it? I want to call it... It's like trying to disconnect you from this pattern of overthinking and thinking, because it's keeping you stuck in a spiral that might be a downward negative spiral. And the more downward in a negative thinking spiral that you go, that you allow yourself to experience, your physical health is probably going to start deteriorating. So for those of you who chose pile 2 and your physical health is already disrupted, this is the reason why it's because of the mind and the thoughts and the negativity. So really the simplest way to start healing is to get out of your mind, to stop thinking those negative thoughts, replace them with positive thoughts, healing thoughts, or the easiest way to heal everything is to just be near a tree. Seriously. Or in the water, nature, elements. So your body is looking for empathy. When you understand your emotions, to start understanding the emotions and the needs of your physical body or other people, it requires listening with your heart, not your mind. Very specific messages for group number 2 today. So let me finish your reading with a few more tarot cards. Okay, right. Queen of Wands, focus on a vision, visualize something sunny, sunshiny, the sunflowers, the sun, something happy, the trees growing. The more time you can spend with yourself, by yourself, and nature, the more you're going to start waking up to your true intuition, and the easier it will be for you to connect with your physical body. And so I'm noticing that you've got a kitty cat here as well. So you've got the black raven, truth, the owl is wisdom, the cat, free yourself. The cat wants you to be independent too. But focus on a vision. Fire element, by the way, is the energy that you can use to purify, to heal. Not, of course, by burning yourself, that would be silly, but like the violet flame, you can heal, transmute. The seraphim angels resonate with fire, or the purest white, brightest light frequency. So another level of messages here for group number 2 today is that you have the opportunity to go through a spiritual purification process. And this, for the purpose of this pick a card reading for today, you can go through this purification process to eliminate the old, to eliminate the thoughts, but also to change your perspective from negative to positive. And that will be the beginning of your healing journey that will allow you to heal everything that you might be experiencing as far as your physical, emotional, or mental health and well-being are concerned. Okay. And now you have a mouse and the stars. Look, the stars are... You've got a star family that are watching you. Look, it's winking at you. So there's a message from your galactic family, which are your ancestors. But is there another message coming through for group number 2? Actually, this might just be a confirmation that something more specifically that you've been wishing for in general, this wish is coming true. So, and that's a message for everyone in pile number 2. Whatever you're wishing for, your wish is coming true. But how this wish comes true, remember, if you're focusing on the negative, you're going to attract something negative. If you focus on the positive, then something positive is going to manifest for you. So these are your messages for today, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this new kind of pick a card reading. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, if you'd like, of course. And that being said, if you would like a little more specific information or details to add on to your reading today, feel free to choose another pile, because the higher the pile number, the more depth and detail and messages coming through. So if you're drawn to another pile, feel free to choose another pile. and wishing you a blessed day, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 3. If you were drawn to the Dragon's Blood Jasper, okay, welcome to your pick a card messages for today. And this is a new style pick a card reading. This is the Zen Osho Tarot. And more specifically, the intention set with this pile, which is down near the timestamps, with more messages, numbers, details, synchronicity, angel messages, signs, etc. So let's just get started with your tarot. Group number 3. What do we need to know? What are the messages coming through for you today? No, that was like 2 cards. Okay, put that over there. I think I want to pull a message from the Spirit Helpers deck as well. Just one. Just one. And a number and an element. And this is a perfect way to add more depth to the messages that you retrieved in a different pile or another pile that you may or may not have already listened to. And, okay. Sorry, I bumped the camera. So, group number 3, let's start here. Harmony, guidance, go with the flow, patience. To me, this also kind of refers to completion. It's like practice, patience. Wow, look at this. Harmony, guidance. You saw me shuffle the cards too. It's like, okay, harmony, guidance, go with the flow, be patient. Heal yourself to heal the world. The 6, air. 6 is also healing energy. The letter F might be significant for somebody here. Doesn't have to be. Boundaries. Okay, so your message today. Your energy is sacred. Okay, and it is your right to protect it by setting clear boundaries. Honor your energetic limits, because what is aligned with you will never require self-sacrifice. So you don't have to sacrifice yourself, your health, your well-being, your happiness, or anything for the sake of anything or anyone else. So these cards and messages, the angels are guiding you. The dolphins are also part of your earth family. Okay, when you relax and go with the flow, you can have a visualization. Or maybe it's just reminding you to visualize peace on earth, peace within your body. And this is one way you can heal yourself. But there are some others that are deeply empathic that it's important for you to establish. It's not that you have to set up more powerful energetic barriers around your body. The more you do that, the more you feel like you're having to defend yourself from something that's trying to attack you. But that's self-sacrifice. If you're trying to create an energetic barrier that will prevent someone from approaching you, you're still fearing that something has more power than you have. So there's a very important message coming through here for you today, group number 3, that once you've completely healed and aligned with your highest light and frequency, you won't need to feel like you need to protect your aura or your energy, because your essence will naturally keep any kind of negativity away from your space energetically. When you learn to come into this mindset, right, and you practice this every day, and you simply go with the flow, through your daily routine, you're always going to move through your daily routine with ease and without frustration. All right, I need to pull some more cards. Which deck do I need to go to next? And you can't see my head, group 3, but I'm looking off to the left because I have all of these cards over here, and I think I want to pull one. I want to pull an oracle card. What are your angels wanting you to hear the most right now? Or what's most important for you, group number 3? Oh, they just said this path that you're on. So you are at a transitional point of your journey. And, well, that could mean anything, honestly. If you've been listening to my pick-a-card readings, hopefully you've learned that there are many different layers and timelines and cycles and patterns and everything. But you're at that tipping point in your journey where you're powerful enough that just by setting your intention, before you step foot out of your house, you're going to automatically be protected from negative forces, other people. But it's through your intention. So this power is the embodiment and the confidence within yourself. It's almost like you're anchoring this energy of peace and harmony. And honestly, there's no other lower frequency that can touch that. But maybe some of you you don't believe this yet, but this is part of the message. Okay, expression. How can you best express yourself to the rest of the world? Your words are like messengers of the soul. Express your deepest love and care. First, it starts with yourself, then, of course, with your physical body, then, of course, earth, then, of course, nature. The higher octave is, it's unity consciousness. It's unconditional love for all of the living things that exist in the universe. 6 can also be reflective of a vision that you have, a vision of peace and harmony. Honestly, so they're saying the more you just sit in peace and you visualize yourself experiencing peace and harmony, and you set this intention before you leave your house, guess what? You're going to take that with you wherever you go. You have more power and protection than anybody else that you may encounter in your daily routine. But you have to embody it. You must believe it. You have to own your energy. That's your boundary. It's your believing in yourself. And if you set out of your home with the purpose or the intention, silently, of course, that no matter anything that you come into close proximity with, your energy is naturally going to heal the other. They're going to feel peace and harmony and love for everything in existence. And guess what? If you're standing in a room full of people and you're holding this vision and this intention for everyone to just start feeling unconditional love and peace and harmony, trust me, the individuals that are against that, they're going to leave the room. You don't have to move. That's how powerful your energy and frequency is. Okay, we want some more messages from the Angel's Light deck. So let's just see what more I can share with group number 3 about your intuition. Remember that divine guidance flows through you with increasing clarity. But like any sacred instrument, and your body is an instrument, your intuition also sharpens with practice and attention. Listen closely. Because the veil is thinner than you can imagine. So it's easier to heal. It's easier to manifest. It's easier to connect with your spirit guides. It's easier to feel the angels. But frequency is what's most important here. And the frequency is your energy, your beliefs, what you're believing, what you're feeling, what you're willing to connect with in silence, going with the flow. This is how you establish that deeper connection with your spirit guides or your higher self or the angelics even. Well, even so, the dragon's blood jasper is the crystal for your pile, so you have the ability to connect with the beings in the inner earth too. But it comes from that place of healing, which is calm, relaxed, it's neutral. So can we, I think this one is trying to get attention. I don't think I want that one. Like, I'm not sure I wanted that one. Let me just put this off to the side for a minute. Expansion. Okay, Spirit says, group number 3, you are being entrusted with more energy, more frequency, more light, more love, more power, both energetically and physically. Prepare to gain new territory and step into roles of greater responsibility and influence. What is arriving in your life is a reflection of what you are now capable of holding, your frequency. So this would resonate with those of you who call yourself a light worker or an earth angel, because for you to fulfill your purpose on the earth, group number 3, doesn't even require words, but it's your thoughts that manifest your reality. So if you don't really think about or recognize what you're allowing your thoughts to keep repeating, take a moment to listen to those. Listen to those thoughts, because they are creating your reality. If you want to heal, release the thoughts, tune into the energy and the frequency that will allow you to heal, and then hold the intention to expand your energy power across the entire earth. Just imagine how much healing you can offer to the planet and nature and creatures and animals and the water and other people and consciousness when you simply hold the intention. So you're definitely working with a higher realm of angelics. I'm not exactly sure which. It could be any of them. It doesn't really matter. I guess in a sense we could consider the dolphins being angelic, because they're kind of childlike, but they're happy, they're simple, but they're one of the most intelligent, if not the most intelligent creatures that exist in the earth. So you might also resonate with the Pleiadian star constellation, which is emotional healing as well. And the dolphins can help you not necessarily connect, because your brain is already connected, but there's a significance of the left brain and the right brain. So one part of your brain is the more logical, the other one is more creative and imaginative. And when you work with the dolphins, they can help you. I forgot what it's called. It's a repatterning, where you are connecting both your left and your right side brains together so that you can become more of a powerful co-creator manifester and use 100% capacity of your brain instead of whatever percentage you've been told you're only allowed to use. So whatever that means, yeah, it's like, okay, that was a pretty direct message. You can access more power and more of your healing gifts. Okay, is there anything else here for group number 3? Honestly, yeah, so they said there may be a significance in June. Your energy is going to be expanding, so prepare. Like even in this card, there's an image of an angel with wings, an angel with wings, an angel with wings. Even this angel has wings on the sides of their hair and wings in the background. And this patience card even kind of looks like there are wings that are forming around you. Maybe you are growing your own wings, pile number 3. But you definitely have a lot of angelic support in this life and your journey. But let's just come back to expression. I feel like your frequency is your expression, and the more you can share your frequency from your own sacred space for the purpose of affecting the entire planet to heal. I can't even tell you or describe to you what you're going to experience, because the angels say this is something that you need to realize on your own. But your gifts are definitely expanding your intuition, your healing capacity, as well as your connection. Your connection isn't limited to the angelics. You also have a connection with the Ascended Masters or the ocean or whoever else you wish to communicate with. So now's the time. Take the time out to relax and connect and heal. And see what manifests for you next. Okay, group 3, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed your pick a card choice for today. Let me know what you think about this new pick a card style, if you want. And if you were drawn to another pile, if you'd like another layer or depth of messages, feel free to choose another pile. The 4th pile is going to be the most complex. So the pile that you choose next really just depends on if you want to know more about love, or if you want to know more about your healthy body, or if you want to know more about the astrological transits that are affecting you right now. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing, and I'll see you in another video. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your pile. This is the Astro Matrix deck. This is the Astrology Galactic pile. So your messages will come out. Whatever needs to come out is going to come out. If you chose the green Onyx crystal, I'm going to set this over here. And let's just get started with your tarot cards. Group number 4. I need to shuffle. So what do you need to know? So this is probably the most comprehensive pile in this video anyway. So what does pile number 4 need to know? Wow, 10 of Pentacles. What a wonderful way to start a pick a card reading. So what do you need to know? All right. There's a renewal, Page of Swords, and the Tower in directing. Okay. Group number 4. Your wish is coming true. It's coming true faster than you realize. So your spirit guides are reminding you to get ready. But this may be something that you've been working on for quite some time. This wish coming true isn't just a wish that's coming true. It's something that you realized in the past that you've been working on, that you've been building for quite some time. You are creating something of your own. Something just said you are building your own financial empire. Although things may not have turned up for you in the way that you thought that they would. And this is the same for anybody working law of attraction. You start out with the intention, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to create. And so this is how I'm taking action to make this happen. But literally it's up to your life path purpose, your destiny that unfolds or manifests, because it needs to manifest in accordance to your highest ideals, your purpose, and your life's intentions. So this is where astrology plays a perfect role. So let me go to this next deck and get a little bit more specific information. Oop. So you used your mind, which is Mercury. This is how you know this is happening in your highest intention or your highest purpose, your higher self. Mercury, Virgo. So there's something that is tangible, practical, but also useful and down to earth. That is some sort of service that you offer to others in exchange for money or energy. This is part of you building this wealthy empire. But what you've created is something of your own creation. So you invented this path for you to create your financial empire using the spiritual energy and intentions that are embraced by Aquarius, which is a zodiac sign. Right now, Pluto is in Aquarius, and it's challenging all of us to transform our preoccupation with acquiring something just for egoic purposes. And it's encouraging us to find new ways to manifest and be in the world in a way that is also helpful to everybody else in the world. So there's also a message here from the Page of Swords from one of your spirit guides saying, they're saying, we've been feeding you with these thoughts. You might think it's your own ego saying, ha, look what I'm manifesting, but you're wrong. Your purpose, your intentions, your choices, and your actions have all been fed by your transit astrology, which is based on your birthday. But as you move through these cycles and phases in your life. So this is not an original thought or an original idea, because in the earth realm, there isn't anything that's original, because everything that we experience here in the earth realm has already been experienced in another timeline or another dimension or on a different planet. As long as we're here in the human experience on the earth planet, we are being fed information and experiences that have already happened. And so in the higher perspective, what your soul chooses to incarnate as into this timeline, you're just choosing to experience this particular timeline for however many years you plan on existing in the human, right? So for most humans, they're lucky if they reach 100 years old, but you're also experiencing a particular timeline with set circumstances, opportunities, challenges, people. Everything is being fed to you, and you are just reacting and acting upon that. And obviously, you're acting on your highest intentions because this is what you're manifesting for yourself. But it wasn't an original thought. That's what your spirit guides are wanting you to know. It's like, it wasn't your original thought. It's already been created. Why do you think they call us the Ascended Masters? Because we've already created everything that could possibly be created and experienced on Earth. And possibly in other realms as well. Say the Ascended Masters. So in this life, you have chosen to master your mind to manifest, your best life. So more proof. Ooh, there's a South Node. Do you want to put this here? Okay, doing something on your own, right. So this is really, okay. It's a confirmation for some of you, but for others, it's something that you need to hear. In this lifetime, your soul chose to have complete power and control over all of your choices. So you might consider yourself a cycle breaker. Maybe you didn't want to follow the family business, or maybe you didn't really want to live your life according to how society has told you to. You're a cycle breaker. You are, I guess, in a sense, you're another form of a way shower, but you're meant to be living your life and creating your own life and experiences and opportunities on your own terms by simply choosing. This is the power of choice. It's something that you were born with. And again, remember, this timeline is something that you're experiencing. It's already been experienced somewhere else, but you're experiencing it in your own unique way. This is why you feel so powerful, so free, so independent, so carefree to choose the life that you wish to be living. So in this life, you are living life in your own way, using your mind. And so part of your process and your cycles have always been focusing on building something. So this is Capricorn energy, and wherever this is in your natal astrology chart, you are meant to be building your financial empire. So it really depends on which house Capricorn is in your natal chart. But keep in mind, your transits are in different parts of your astrology. The transits are depending on what is moving around in the present timeline. It's the best way for me to describe this. So let's just say, for example, in your natal chart, Capricorn is the ruler of your 11th house. This is social media. This is groups. It's corporations. So maybe you have always chosen the career path. Maybe you've tried to dabble in sales, trying to sell miscellaneous things, but maybe those kind of, like marketing or, what do you call it? The pyramid schemes, or selling somebody else's product may not have really been completely fulfilling to you. That's because your life's purpose was to invent and create your own something that is uniquely you, and this is where this financial wealth and abundance and stability is coming from, your authenticity. But you're still being led, you're still being guided by the astrology and the transits. More specifically, your personal current transits are what are affecting you the most, not just the general mojo stuff that you see on the internet, because the evolutionary astrologers are just talking about humanity in general and not specifically about you as an individual. So you're here to live life on your own terms, in your own way, making your own choices, and not holding on to anything from the past. So you're definitely a cycle breaker. You are inventive, but I think for your own purposes. And there's nothing wrong with that because, well, again, this is what your soul chose to come here and to experience and to manifest. Okay. Wow, so these are getting really deep. So what more can I share with group number 4? Let's pull a card from the Galactic Gateway. Let's add a little bit of cosmic into it. Okay. Because also in this life, you are here to clear out all of the karma. Energetic clearing, to rewrite your story. Yeah, rewrite your story and live your truth. Yeah. How synchronistic that was that specific card popped out when I was talking about living life your own way on your own terms. What else do you need to know? Can we get a timeline? Okay, I'm asking Spirit, can I get a timeline? Well, the timeline when this happens depends on you, when you've put the energy and the effort and the work into it, and when it's time to manifest. When Spirit says when it's time for this to start manifesting, I'm looking here. I want, Here, let's just go to these cards. I was going to pull some of these anyway. So what more for group number 4? 6th house, your daily routine. Communicate everything that you believe. Share your wisdom. But this is also practical and down to earth. It's something that everyone can benefit from. So maybe when you create your own social media somehow, or your own business, practice. But you're meant to be innovative, inventing something new, doing something different, stepping outside of the box. Look at this. So the freedom to create and have fun with your life, good fortune. So Sun, oh, okay. Sun in Leo. Could be a timeline for some of you, or significant. There's also Mars, Virgo. Right now, Mars is in Taurus. And it spends, how much time does Mars, I think Mars spends, I can't remember off the top of my head. But right now, Mars is in Taurus. But so when the sun is entering Leo, good fortune will flow. Oh, the number 8, the number 17, August has some significance for you as well, as does July. Okay, so I just heard June, July, August. This is happening now. So it's really important for you to focus on your gift and what you're sharing and what you're creating and manifesting for the collective. Right, you're building relationships with others as well. Look, you've got Mars and Venus. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're building your house. You're building this wealth for yourself. It's your business. It's also your midheaven. It's also what you came here to create and manifest as a life purpose. There's something significant that's also going to be happening in October, astrologically. Do you know what that is? Would you like me to share that with you? In October, Venus is going to be becoming a morning star again. Right now, Venus is an evening star. It's more reflective, intuitive. So there's something about October as well. Well, check this out. Since we're at the number 5, we may as well begin here. May, June, July, August. The more you can clear out your karmas and let go of the past and embrace a new you, a new personality, a new something else. Right, and so this is persistence. So it's also affecting your second house, which is your resources, your values. Everything needs to come into perfect alignment with each other. Okay, excitement, creativity, communication. So here's the thing, group number 4, when I combine all of these messages, when you come into alignment with your highest self and your highest purpose, from a place of authenticity, you're creating not only something tangible and earthbound, like if you resonate with Virgo energy, like in this card, you know, you're here to help the earth through its transition. So there are probably also earth remedies that you can sell, but it's something that you create because it's something that you are, that you already believe in. 6th house, your daily routine, full-time job, providing some sort of service to others, to humanity, helping humanity to heal or to renew themselves. New human, anyone? Do you resonate with that title? And you're building this financial empire for yourself because you were following these telepathic guidance and messages from the ether that are coming from seemingly nowhere. And you've been following these, trusting your intuition, knowing that something is happening. And you're building, establishing connections, relationships through honest communication with other people based on your values, your self-esteem, something that you know works for you, that you're sharing your gift with the world. This is what's going to manifest this financial empire. So healing, but also clearing karma. And the violet, this could also be resonating with the violet flame, transmuting. Honestly, I keep being pulled back to the fact that your purpose is an earth purpose. You're here to help other humans on a down-to-earth level by sharing practical techniques and remedies to heal or to release, to grow, to love, helping people to wake up, to become more authentically their own selves. And this is what's bringing you good fortune. It's through your efforts, your purest, highest intentional efforts to help the earth and everything on the earth at this time. And surely you've heard from other social media that the rest of the universe is watching what's happening on the earth right now to see how many are awakening to their light and remembering and showing up to support the collective on this journey of waking up. And even though not everyone is choosing to wake up, if you chose pile number 4, you're definitely waking up now, or you're going to be waking up to this higher purpose. This realization when you simply just start listening to your intuition, your third eye. So you're building something completely new that can benefit all of humanity. Wow, but no pressure, right? This is something that you're just going to feel. You're just going to know. I wonder if it's something that you're remembering from a past life. You know what I mean? How can you remember all of this ancient wisdom that you're bringing it forward into the current timeline to free the earth, right? Free the humans. Free the people. And so we could even go back to the beginning of this year. And I don't know your astrology, your birthday, but we're starting with the number 1. This year, 2026, is a 1 universal year. But for you, this process could have been, there's a significance of this year for you. So January, February, March, April may not have been. I'm trying to remember what April was for me. Actually, if this is a 1 universal year, then April universally would have been a 5 personal month. So April, everything was up in the air. It's like nothing was stable. But then you've got May, June, July, significance of August. Honestly, I feel like everything is coming into perfect alignment for you right now. When you choose to tune into this, you can connect the dots, bring everything together, realize what it is that you want to create, to share, to offer, to build. And the most awesome thing about this is that you are building something that no one has already built or created, not at least in this consciousness, not in this lifetime. It's almost as if you're reclaiming everything from your past lives to invent something to help humanity in, again, whatever way feels right for you. This is you being you, using your gifts. Dang, pile number 4. Really loving your messages today. I'm going to end it here. I hope that you enjoyed these messages. I hope these resonate in the best sort of way. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. Now you know what is available to you. It's an option. Some of you, I'm hoping I just confirmed something that you're already working. But in the least, if you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. If you were interested in another pile, there are probably additional messages for you in another pile as well. So feel free to choose. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.